Hello everyone, welcome to episode 12 of the Roblox Devlog series. So I've done so much. This is probably the most content I've done in a devlog so far. So yeah, we got gun remesh, we got massive map changes. I mean, I made something a cool ship which I won't spoil, which isn't complete, but also menu stuff you'll see here. Very nice. So I'm going to go through everything I made one by one and telling you the process. So at the top here, I'm going to start with the round system. So I now have a new UI for every game stage. So for example, the halt phase has its own user interface and then the evacuation phase. So also you'll notice the trees around here. I made these in Blender, and you've also got these apple trees here, the birch trees. So the process behind this was that I was previously using like low part trees, and I see this dev forum post kind of saying, "Hey, meshes are better than lots of parts." So all of a sudden, I'm kind of using meshes. I also added artillery. Someone in my last episode asked me to add a whole artillery shooting system, which is cool, but I am not gonna spend a lot of time coding that in the alpha phase. But I have appeased them and added some nice artillery pieces. This is the later version. I previously made one out of parts. This is the one out of meshes. But it really just adds a lot to the Dunkirk environment. So here you can see this wheat field I made. It's a bit scuffed. Basically, I had individual crops, but then I grouped them into like a big one because I had like 500 of these crop instances. I use the brush tool, by the way, for this, and I use it for the trees as well. It is such a helpful plugin. I definitely recommend it. But yeah, that's the wheat field. It may be changed at some point. I then made these really nice buildings. I'm deserting right now, apparently. I'll go in free cam. It's so annoying, by the way, that whenever I use free cam and I right click, I aim and it's just messing with my camera, but whatever. So I made two buildings here. This house, which I made first, which has got these armchairs. So yeah, the same kind of applies. I used a lot of meshes in making objects like the windows, the door, and these armchairs inside, even the rug and the stairs, just to save on parts and things. Maybe that's a good idea, who knows. And then I also have made this Dunkirk hotel, which isn't a real thing. I just made it because these buildings are only inspired by Dunkirk. And it's not really got a full interior. I made these nice stairs though. Yeah, also made in Blender, by the way. So the next thing I did was ranks. So if I press P on my keyboard, I can access all this information, including my points. This can be accessed whenever you're playing. You can level up from using XP, of course, like most games. XP can be gained from things like standing on capture points and killing players and winning games. So I made a gun shop system like you can see in the background here. And I was experimenting with some items. Yes. I don't know what's going on with my game camera, but this is the latest version of the gun shop. So this is the new gun I made, the Thompson, which is a pretty well-known World War II gun. So that is quite good. And then this is just for testers, but yeah. So you can see how I've adapted ranks to link with the gun shop, and so you can have guns which are locked behind ranks. Talking about guns, I have forgotten to show everyone the new ones. So, oh yeah, I changed the class names, by the way, just makes it more thing. And also you select weapons from the gun shop. This GUI, all the UI in this game right now isn't really scaling correctly. And the game just ended. Let's go with standard infantry and see what happens. Okay, so the game's a bit screwed. Okay. So yeah, here's the new K98K. By the way, the aiming is a bit weird. I was working on that. But yeah, it is a really nice kind of a much more polished version compared to the last one. I've remeshed this gun so many times, I swear. And then I also made a Gewehr 3340, I think, for medics. Yeah. This is a. Why is this one me? Okay, so this is the Gewehr 3340. This gun is. I just used the K98K model and I just shortened it a bit to make this kind of. This was used by mountaineers and I've just used it in the game here for medics as a lighter variation. I am going to be working on other guns, and I already have, as you saw in the gun shop, but I don't really want to spoil too much about the game, so that's all I'm going to say. Now, this is very exciting. This is the Destroyer. This is a real ship, actually. This was the HMS Grenade, which is an interesting name. But, yep, I've got the signage correct, and the deck is kind of just based off of what I've seen on images. This is still work in progress, and it will most likely be done next episode. I can't let this video drag on too long. I'm cramming so much in. But with coins, I've made it so players can earn coins at the end of. Why is the UI? Oh my god, man. The UI isn't scaling correctly and it's really annoying. Okay, there we go. So players now earn coins at the end of the game, and I've also added daily rewards, which I literally coded just today, which is quite insane. But this isn't working, this time until reward. But this is a good way of keeping players at the game, and it's kind of recommended to get your game on the front page, which is what I hope for, of course, but it's unlikely for a Roblox game. But that's kind of sums up everything I've done in this video very quickly. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like the video, comment to support me if you want to, I guess. And please join social links in the description to keep up with my development. Thank you.